All right, folks. How y'all doing? Cornell with YouTube Fishing Vids. I'm back out on one of my favorite points out here on the local lake. And the arsenal's out again. That lake out there has got a breeze on it, but I found a calm pocket back over here and happened to be on one of my favorite points, and back to the drop shot. Not much has changed. It's been only about 2-degree water temperature drop. I've been dragging big worms. I've been even throwing square bills. I've had spinner baits across points, and I even started out with top water. And the drop shot's even been a little bit of a challenge today, guys. So that's my first fish of the day. I've got 2 hours. That's all I've got out here. It's been about an hour, so I only got about an hour left. So let's see how many we can get. Thanks for joining me. Oh, I made a good call here, guys. I made a very good call here. I've been marking some stuff, and I'm going to show you if I can land this fish without losing it. I got him in the boat at least. That was the very first cast on an underspin with a Keitech 4.8. I've got fish all in here, dropping off this weed line like I've been fishing them with the drop shot, but I'm going to show you exactly what's going on here. Check this out. First of all, the bait and the rig. Beautiful bluegill flash Keitech 4.8 on a 1/2 ounce underspin. Swarming Hornet, I think, the classic, you know, the one everyone knows about. So that's on 15-pound test fluorocarbon on my Lew's. Let's see, this is my Speed Spool Tournament Pro. It's a high-speed reel. I was just going real slow. I counted down to about the depth, about 1 second per foot. And these fish are suspended in about 18 to 15 feet of water, right where the thermocline is. And that fish whacked it on the very first cast on a real slow, steady retrieve. I'm about to get some more, I hope. We'll see how that goes. But I knew there would be an opportunity for some power fishing today. I was stuck thinking I was doing that drop shot, but watch this. Here comes my depth finder. Here comes the weed line. Here comes exactly why I did what I just did. Watch what happens here when I go over this point in this drop off. And this is why I decided to throw that mid-level bait. There's the buoy marker right there. Just went over it. You see some fish stacked right up on top of the weeds, but here comes the drop off. Again, on the weed edge, you've got some fish, but watch what happens when you get off the weed edge. You've got fish stacked up against it, but then out here in about 15 feet of water, they're stacking up. So I saw a whole bunch of fish out here suspending between 18 and 15. And I thought if I go ahead and just throw that bait, that 1/2 ounce Keitech, on that underspin right through them, slowly creep it right in front of their face, I might get one of them to whack it. They looked like they were in a position where they were feeding. So you saw what I was seeing, you saw what I was doing. Now we're gonna have to get back out there and throw that underspin with that nice little swim bait right in front of their face. See if we can do it again. Oh, baby. First cast on a shaky head. I thought I was into something there for a second, guys, with that underspin. It looks like I just caught that one aggressive fish out of the school. If I stuck with it, I'd probably pick a couple more off, but I made quite a few casts. I even threw a crankbait in through there, and I even threw a spy bait through that little school to get as finesse as I could to see if I can get any of those suspended fish. But I'm going to beef it up a little bit more than that drop shot, see if we can get another one of those fish. He was on for a second. Let's see if we can get one be buttoned up. Oh no. What the? Oh my God. Well, there's what's left of my Zoom old monster 10.5-inch worm in a black grape color. I've been throwing everything to this school, guys. I've been trying everything, and got one drop shot fish, got one underspin fish with a Keitech swim bait, had one shake off on a shaky head, and now I've got a 10-inch worm getting bit in half. So let's see if we can actually get one of those to get to the hook. Oh, this is absolutely awesome. Getting a bite like this, guys. I swear, I hope I hold on to this guy. Oh, he's not going anywhere. Nice fish. Look at that on the underspin. I went back to it. I found another group of fish suspending along a weed edge. They're not hugging as tight. The fall transition, guys, this is gonna be what's going on. These fish are gonna start getting hungry. They're gonna start moving up shallow. They're gonna start getting out a little bit more in the opening. They're gonna start chasing bait fish. In this case, it's probably a bunch of bluegill and some yellow perch and crappie and such. But that's my second fish on the underspin. Don't have much more time, so we've played a little bit today with all kinds of stuff, from big old monster worms to drop shots to shaky heads, even a crankbait or two, and even the spy bait, like I said. But that's the second fish, a suspended fish right on the weed edge on a swarming hornet, 1/2 ounce underspin on a Keitech 4.8 bluegill flash on my classic spinnerbait setup. So I'm gonna get over here. I got the buoy marker marked out where that drop off is, and I was just dragging that, not dragging, just kind of coasting that little swim bait right through the school, and bang, he nailed it. That was the first cast right there too, by the way. Let's see if we can do that again. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10. Guys, that's my second cast doing this, and that feels like a pretty good fish too. After throwing drop shots so much this summer, it's hard to tell what's going on with these fish on a pole bait. Let me see what I got here. He's swimming at me. Decent little fish, about the same size, little cookie cutter fish over here. That's 2 casts in a row. Holy crap, that is awesome. I love that. What a good deal to get out here. Oh, he came right out and just pull it off like that. Almost last minute, guys. This again is one of my spots I hit on the way back to the ramp. Look at that crazy, look at the crazy yellow lip on that thing. I don't know, yellow perch? Maybe that's what he's been smacking and getting a little stain on his lip. Awesome. Okay guys, let's give you a little more detail as to what's going on, because I got to re-rig after a couple fish on that swim bait. It tore it up pretty good. But up close, there's a swarming hornet in the 1/2 ounce deal. If you were doing something like a fluke, you would probably end up throwing a 3/8 ounce. Fluke's got a lot less mass to it, so it falls a little faster through the water. But these Keitech fats, that's what these are. These are the 4.8 bluegill flash Keitech swing impact fat versions. So they have a lot more mass to them. So basically you're gonna have a meatier piece of bait falling through the water column. So this heavier 1/2 ounce deal is gonna be a better fall rate. It's gonna get you down to where the fish are a little bit quicker. So it's nothing more than threading that bait through and lining it up. So he's got these great little lines on it, so I think it's going to be right about almost down to the middle. So just straighten the head, feed it on through, try and come out as absolutely centered as you can. There's a little channel there, little channel right there in the bait, and that's it. There's your perfect swarming hornet underspin with your Keitech 4.8 bluegill flash. Let's get right past that buoy marker and see if we can get another one to whack it. If I go 3 in a row with this situation, I'm going to freak out in a good way. Little guy. Oh, and he didn't make it in the boat. 3 out of 4 casts, guys. 3 out of 4 casts. I pulled the bait through some weeds on that 3rd cast. Actually felt a bump or two, and then I think my countdown was a little too long. I was counting down about 10 to 12 seconds, and that 10 to 12 second count wasn't cutting it, so I dropped it to 8, let it count down to about 8. Fishing in about 15 feet of water right there. They're right down the middle of the water column on that weed edge. But that was 4 casts and 3 fish. Awesome. Let's see if we can find a big one. Okay folks, I'm gonna have to go ahead and call it. That's been an entertaining few hours out here in the local lake after feeling like I was doomed to another finesse fishing day. It looks like the swarming hornet fish head spin in the 1/2 ounce and the Keitech swing impact fat in the bluegill flash did a little damage on some what seemed to be the fall transition fish coming up the weed lines, getting active, getting ready to chase down some baits in lieu of sitting there on the bottom, sucking in all those little drop shots and shaky heads we're throwing at them. So guys, get ready. The fall is on the way. So as always, I appreciate you joining me. As always, I appreciate you subscribing. And until we meet again, over and out.